Well, hi everybody. I'm here with the lovely and talented Jenna Glatt, and we're talking about, you guessed it, high notes for ladies. Well, Jenna, you are a soprano.
Yes.
Which means you have, anatomically speaking, you have higher notes than someone who is, say, an alto. But what's great is your story that you started out as sort of a musical theater belter with no awareness of your high notes. Can you talk about that for a sec?
I always had a belt voice naturally. It wasn't until recently that I learned I had these high notes. I mean, I had been trained classically as well and learned to sing in head voice.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great feeling to be able to sing up there, and as a soprano it's easy for me to kind of let the sound out, and once you learn how to do that,
Mm-hmm.
it feels really, really good.
So whether you're a soprano or a mezzo-soprano or second soprano or an alto, you have a range which includes higher notes and lower notes. And a lot of times what happens is we sing louder, lower in the range. A lot of contemporary styles do that.
Yeah, 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 yeah!
But you can't keep that note and keep going up.
Right.
Right? Yeah, 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 yeah! Yeah! Did you hear me just change it? Our first tip is to thin it out when you go up. You can't carry this weight. You have to allow the sound thin out. So we have different images for that. Sometimes it's like pulling taffy and thinking of a thinning, or imagine rolling the sound forward, like kind of, oh, I hope I didn't fry the mic. Sorry if I did, but oh well. When I was starting out, it was so fun. I'm going to move the mic. But, you know, that's really loud. And, oh my gosh, the piano's vibrating. You don't have to sing that loud, I mean, unless you're on an operatic stage,
Right.
in order to have high notes.
So this is an example of using those higher notes in a pop R&B style, and the song is called Loving You by Minnie Riperton.
So the stretchy band is imagining that as you go into a higher note, you are stretching and thinning, and it's making it more tight as you go up. So it's actually going this way in your throat, right?
Right.
So you can just kind of do it in your imagination. How about we'll do just a siren, all right? And look how much that's stretched, which is really interesting. So when you do this, watch how far your hands go, because Jenna's went really far because her note went really high. If you do this and you feel like, oh my God, this is really stupid, I can't believe I'm doing this, and you go, I got stuck. There's something to be said for actually using your kinesthetic awareness, which is in your body, to help learn vocal technique.
And I also found that thinking of, you know, higher notes and going up higher in your range horizontally rather than vertically is so much better, because when you're thinking vertically, you know, you're thinking, oh my gosh, that's so high. And so your body automatically tenses up.
Exactly.
Because you're thinking of it as that way. So when you think horizontally, I think as you said in the video with Mark, you know, the keys on the piano are just going up horizontally.
It's to the right.
So if you think of it that way, mentally, that's going to help you to, you know, not reach for the notes and strain.
Exactly.
The sound's gonna come out.
Right, because anytime you reach, that tends to be not a good recipe.
Right.
So the other thing, as we alluded to, is forward placement. So especially for contemporary styles, which is a little different from classical, we're thinking of having the sound go forward, which is a visualization. So there's a sense of rotation. Now I'm feeling it high inside my mouth, but I'm also imagining it rotating forward.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't do that, you might go, and I mean, I'm getting stuck too. And so one other thing to keep in mind is whenever you're learning something new, it might be kind of weak and annoying at first. It can take a while to have strength. A lot of it is coordination and having your muscles accustomed to doing something new. And sometimes they revolt. No, I can't do that. It sounds bad. You just have to practice with consistency. You'll get better at it. Right, Jenna?
Yes.
All right, she's going to sing us out a little mini repertoire. Jenna Glass.